Yeah, I did.
Ready?
Yeah, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome.
You might need to slide over just a little.
Come on.
Right there.
Come on. Won't he do it?
So what are we going to talk about today?
Today we are actually talking about dating. And not just any kind of dating.
Okay.
We're talking about dating apps.
All right.
I know.
All right.
I know.
Okay, so why don't you give us just an overview of what dating apps are out there for the gays? This is a gay video, so I'm sorry for the straights out there. Girls, you can listen because your man is probably on one of these if he's cheating on you with a man. So you might just want to go ahead and stay tuned because you might hear some things that you didn't even know because there's more than just the main G, but we'll get to that.
The main G?
The main G.
What is that?
GRINDR.
Oh, okay. GRINDR.
Uh-huh.
There's Jacked.
Okay.
There's... You're not gonna play me. You're not trying to play me.
What are the apps?
What are the apps?
Okay, so...
What are the apps?
So we already have GRINDR, we have Jacked. I'm not saying this is what we have, I'm saying these are the apps out there.
Yeah.
GRINDR, Jacked, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Scruff.
Oh, I know that one. Adam for Adam. But is that
Adam for Adam's a throwback. I was gonna go there, but you said that.
Right.
Adam for Adam.
I'm nasty. I'm just kidding.
There's like Plenty of Fish, Match.com, like all those kind of dating apps.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
I feel like, Planet Romeo, I think that's...
Planet Romeo's for Europe, so our European fans.
Yeah. We'll be there.
Go ahead.
So, do you want to go first?
Doesn't matter.
I think you should go first.
So, I think the question is, what apps do we use?
Right.
Which ones do we like? Like a little review, maybe?
That was the question. What apps? So let's start there. What apps do you like? Out of
I think the ones that I like the most, the top for me would be Tinder and Bumble.
Tinder and Bumble.
Bumble is for more, I think, like the classier guy that I go for. I think Tinder is more for just my regular, schmegular kind of guy. Because whenever I'm in New York or when I'm in LA or I'm in a big city, when I'm on Bumble, like I'm seeing people who are like have been on TV. They're like, I'm a stylist for this person. But when I'm on Tinder, you know, there's just the people who like, you know, they work their 9 to 5 and they, you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5.
Oh no, there's nothing. Oh no, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like the different demographic of like the apps. And there's also Raya, which neither one of us can qualify for.
What is that?
That's for celebrities. So Demi Lovato's on Raya. 2 Chainz did it on his show. Right. You have to like apply. Some people send in their resumes, headshots, like, and it's the elite of the elite.
That's actually bomb as shit.
It's bomb.
So get us popping so we can qualify.
And then we can really tell you the tea.
Really tell you all the tea.
But for me, yeah, that's what I use. Bumble, Tinder. I do have GRINDR. I'll use GRINDR. I won't say I use it like the typical user. Like I'm not like, come fuck me right now. Here's a gangbang at this address. Right. It's more like, I'm trying to see the guys that are just like, a lot of people download GRINDR first because they think that's the only gay app.
Right.
So a lot of times you're getting people who are like either visiting from out of the country, especially being in a major city that we're in, or they're like, that's the only dating app that they know about, because if you go to like gay dating apps on the App Store, that's like the first one. So some people just might start
and the other ones you don't really trust.
No, start and stop there. They just start and stop. They just want one.
Because it does get a lot of, it gets very complicated. You gotta understand it. It's a lot.
So what do you use?
I use more so, honestly, I would say GRINDR.
Okay.
Jacked, I wanna like. I wanna like it. But like all these ads with all these motherfuckers trying to like steal from me and ask me for my
the bots.
Yeah, the bots. That's too much. So figure that shit out, Jacked. If I have to jack you up. And then also too, like the distances, like let's get that together. But other than that,
it's just the users who use it.
Right. Yeah. It's just honestly, and you know, well, I meant by distance as in like, I don't know about you guys. Like I can get on and then it'll tell me like this person is 600 something miles away, but I'm like all the way over here, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I know I have it set because it asked me in the beginning, do you want it to accept your location? And I'm like, yes. Accept my location. I'm here, not over there.
Right.
Don't put me over there. Right. It's what it is. And lastly, like, the fucking no pictures on profiles. You guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
that destroys any of the apps.
All of it.
Even Tinder and Bumble, I don't want to see just a picture of your chest.
No.
And then you're like, oh, do you have pics? Nah, bitch, do you have pics?
You see me right now. Picture.
Clear. Crystal clear. Okay, so let's jump into
crazy experience.
Give me like a crazy dating experience you've had on an app. I want to know the name of the app, and I want to know like I want to know what the guy looked like on the app, and then what happened when y'all met in person. That's what I want to know.
Okay. Fuck. Damn, y'all trying to get it all out of me. Okay, so damn, there's so many. Well,
and there's the tea. There's the tea.
No, okay. Just really reiterate all of this because I want you guys to get a clear indication as to who I am. I'm Beyonce. I'm very classy. And you know, there was this one time.
Okay.
Damn, I'm about to put myself all the way out there if I say this.
So what was the app? Sorry. Okay. What was the app? What was the
GRINDR. Okay, it was GRINDR. It was GRINDR. It was GRINDR. Okay, it was GRINDR, and it was actually when I was in LA. And I think that might have been probably the most hoish I've ever been in my life.
When you were in LA?
Damn. Fuck, I'm already in.
You're gonna get there. Get there.
Well, I ended up like, I was like a lady of the night.
Oh wow.
Lady of the night. I was out there at like 3 in the morning. Like I'm not from there. I didn't have, you know, a car or anything like that.
Okay, so what was the guy like?
It's because it was. Okay, it was 3.
3 separate guys.
Yeah.
Or a threesome.
No threesome. Y'all not gonna beat me like that.
So now we know your position. Okay, so it was 3 guys in one night.
Bitch, don't reiterate it. Well, no, okay. So it wasn't technically one night. So let me clarify all of this. Okay, because it was more so of like, one at like, I met, went out, hung out, smoked, we did that at a gig. You know, we didn't really do anything really. All of them we didn't fuck. Well, except the last one. Safely. But the first one, it was us hanging out, and it was like around 8, 9 o'clock when I just landed in LA. It was cute, it was fun. We hung out, we made out, we did kiss, I ain't gonna lie. You know, and it was cool. We were supposed to meet up at the club later. He didn't show up, and that's cool. I was actually kind of just running around. It was LA, it was my first time, so I wasn't really paying attention. I wasn't really getting back on the app like that. And that's another thing, I don't really get on it like that. So when I do, it's either I'm looking at pictures that y'all nasty people are sending me, which I do like. Please send pictures, I love it. And then if you do catch my attention, then I'll actually move forward and actually go and try to meet you if I do decide to. Fine as fuck, let's just say that. They were all fine. And I think that one, I showed you the picture of his.
I don't remember, I've seen a lot.
I know she has.
I've seen a lot from you.
No, you got
from what you've shown me. But
no.
Okay, so to sum it up.
Oh yes, okay, yeah. So it was like around 8, 9 o'clock for that one, and then one at the club that we did meet and we hung out, and then that last one.
So that was your craziest like GRINDR experience. 3 guys, one night.
3 guys.
Not necessarily like fucking.
No,
like,
definitely not fucking.
But just like meeting up with 3 different people throughout the night.
Right.
Honestly, I don't think that's that bad.
It's not?
I don't think that's that bad.
Okay, well good.
You can do a date. Like I know girls who can go on like lunch and then they'll go do dinner.
Right.
And then might do a movie or like, you know, like.
Right.
That's not bad. That's being dating.
Right, and that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I did want to talk about this, because people have such a different view on that. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? And this was just me meeting someone on an app and doing the gig. And, well, not doing the gig, but...
Not just one.
Not just one. But it was just that 3. Right? 3, I just normally don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't do that.
So, my craziest story. So I just moved to Denver, right?
Right.
Big city. So I have been like dating on and off, just like finding new like guys to talk to, like et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I met this guy, tall, like 6'4", skinny, white boy, nerd type. I was like, okay, I could be into it, I'm down. So he's like very articulate, like when we were talking, like texting, I was like, okay, this is cool. He was like, well, what kind of food do you like? I'm like, I'm down for anything. He was like, let's go to some Cajun food. Well, that's all he had to say was Haitian food. Cause you know.
This bitch.
You know. Alright, so so anyway, he was like, well, I don't have a car, so come like pick me up because I live downtown, or I could Uber there. I was like, oh, I don't mind pick you up since I don't live downtown and I have to get to downtown to go to this restaurant. So I pick him up and like, there was something just like off. He was like in the car, he like sat down and he was just like off. And
I think I remember this one.
You heard this?
I think you did tell me about this.
So there was something just like off about him. And I was just like, okay, and like he wasn't like as articulate in person, and he wasn't like, I don't know, there was just something off. So we get to the dinner table, we order, and he's like I don't know, he's like drooling at his mouth, and he's like talking, and it's just like spit's coming down, and he's like wiping it off, and like we're at this bar, and there's probably like maybe 10 people in there, and all out he's like, so are you a top or a bottom? And I was looking around like, what the fuck? He said, so do you like fuck a lot of guys on GRINDR? We met on GRINDR. He's like, do you fuck a lot of guys on GRINDR? I was just like, these are like his initial like conversations. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I went to the bathroom, and I think I might have texted you.
No, yeah,
that's what it was. I was like, I'm on the worst date right now. I'm like, I do not know what to do. To me, it felt like he was definitely on some sort of drug. Definitely like
the drooling is what
the drooling, and like I was just like, what the hell is going on? So they boxed mine up. His came, and he like was scarfing it down, but like still like drooling at the mouth like a cartoon character. He like scarfed his down real quick, and I was like, okay, well I'm sorry, like I really have to go, like I have to run. Like, do you want me to drop you off? He was like, if you don't mind. Like he was like, it was weird. So I was like, okay. So he like got in my car, I like dropped him off, and I just like blocked him immediately.
a little crazy.
But can I hit you with the remix?
Not the remix.
So like a week later, he created a new profile, different picture, started messaging me. So we're like, oh no, we had just like a short conversation. Then he sent me pictures, and he was like, actually this is who I am. And I was like, why are you messaging me? He was like, well, I just didn't talk to you after our date, and it seemed like you blocked me. I was like, yeah, I did. And he was like, why? What happened? I was like, honestly, yeah, I was like, I feel like you were on something. You were drooling at the mouth. You were talking inappropriately in front of like, you know, the whole bar. I was like, you didn't even like know what you wanted to, or it was just weird. And he was like, well, I don't know what happened. I just didn't feel well. And I was like, no, you were on some, you know exactly what happened. And I don't know what it was, and until this day, I don't think I'll ever know.
I don't know if you want to know.
I don't think I want to know. So yeah, I guess that's dating apps.
That's dating apps. I mean, there's more so to it. Most importantly, just remember that these dating apps aren't just the apps to just meet up and hook up and have sex. They're really meant for you guys to actually meet someone that you care about. You just gotta be open about it and really let the person know exactly what you're looking for.
But I've been on Bumble match with someone and they're like, let me XYZ with you. And I'm like, that's not even close to what this app is. Like, you need to be over there. Over there. Like, you need to be over here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think at the end of the day, what we're trying to say is stay open. Put yourself out there.
The right way.
Find what app works for you. I think we both have a different range of apps. Find what app works for you. Find people to talk to. And at the end of the day,
keep a fucking picture. Before we leave this fucking
no, at the end of the day, was what I was going to say was don't just depend on the apps.
Right.
Because people become very dependent. Meet a guy when you go out to the bar. When you're at the bar, say something. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten home from a club and like been checking messages and been like, hey, I saw you tonight at the bar. And I'm like, my nigga, bruh, no. Why didn't you say something?
Right.
Why didn't you say something? So, at the end of the day, be open. Dating apps.
Dating apps. Because they're not a bad thing. They can really help you.
Ow.
Yeah.
Don't forget, like and subscribe below.
Yeah.
Follow him on Instagram. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram.
Suck my dick on Instagram.
GRINDR. And we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye. You're gonna have to